Hey guys, good to see you. Well, I really can't see you, but you can see me. So we're here today for one reason. And what's that reason? It's to use this pan. Oh, that pan's hot. Be careful. Cast iron pans can be warm from time to time. So make sure to have a towel. What do they say, Hitchhiker's Guide? Don't forget to bring a towel. Something like that. Anyways, thank you, Create Northwest, for bringing us out and having me be a part of this. Usually I'm more of a circus guy and I perform for a living, but today I'm back in the kitchen and I started in the kitchen, so it's going to be a beautiful day. I mean, it's a beautiful day outside, it's a beautiful day inside. I can't be thankful enough for the people that have me here, and thank you for watching. So viewers of the internet, here we go. Enjoy this beautiful breakfast we're going to make. It's a take on huevos rancheros that I personally love, and I was asked to provide some sort of cooking material for you guys. And so this is something that's super simple and easy, and you don't have to really think about it. The only thing that you really have to think about are, how much effort do I want to put into it? That's about it. And the only reason I say that is because it's, like 3 or 4 ingredients, You can make it really intense, though, if you really want it. Like I have these sweet potatoes, right? I took those yesterday and steamed them, cooled them overnight, kept them. I usually do this. I usually just have sweet potatoes at home. I really love sweet potatoes. They're just good complex carb. Body appreciates them. I mean, look at this healthy body, right? Yeah. And then the other main ingredient are these black beans. And you could go as far as soaking black beans overnight and cooking them, or you could just go get a can of black beans, or refried beans, or pinto beans, or red kidney beans, or whatever kind of bean you want to use. It's up to you, really. Your choice. Just some sort of bean of some sort. And then another one of our ingredients is egg, right? It's like the epitome. Le Louf. It's a delicious, delicious present brought to you by the chickens. Love our chickens. We have some chickens in our backyard, and I am so thankful to have those chickens because eggs from the store just don't taste the same. Yeah, imagine that. Another one that we have is cheese. Shredded up some Colby Jack. You could always get a bag of shredded Colby Jack, or you can get the big block of cheese and shred it yourself. Save some money, save some plastic. That's what I say. And then we got some tortillas. Our tortillas are more or less going to go on the side. It just kind of makes things easier to eat in the morning. Get yourself a nice taco. Make it into 2 tacos, Have one before you leave to go to work. Have one on the road while you're going to work. Or have one while you're going to work on the road and save one for your midday snack. I don't know. I don't know how you eat. Everybody's different. We all have different eating patterns and whatnot. But what I can tell you is that if you keep eating, you'll stay alive. And from what I'm told, that's good. That's a good thing to stay alive. Especially in this weird, awkward time where everyone's afraid of getting sick and getting into that weird, awkward feeling. I don't know. Either way, we have to eat food. So, let's make it simple and easy so that we can enjoy eating food, that we can enjoy making food. All right, well, that being said, let's get this started. Let's turn on our pan. Let's get her nice and hot. Takes a little bit because it is a cast iron. Honestly, I was cooking with it earlier. It's nice and warm right now. I could throw down some oil, but I want to talk to you about your pan and your responsibility for owning a cast iron pan. If you own a cast iron pan, you know not to put soap in it. You know this. If you don't know this, you know now. And I'm going to be really upset if you don't heed my warning and say, don't put soap in a pan. Like if you're a interested girlfriend and your boyfriend's cooking for you, and you're like, oh, his pan's all greasy, I gotta go clean it. Just leave it alone, because you might ruin it, and you might ruin the relationship you had. I'm not speaking from personal experience. I'm just saying, I've seen it happen, it's a big deal. You clean someone's cast iron pan, you're gonna have a bad time. That being said, I think it's nice and hot now, so let's put some grease in the pan. All right, so what we have is some coconut oil, real simple. I like coconut oil. It's just a good oil. It's like always at a liquid temperature, even at room temperature. It's really good for your skin, really good for your hair. I'm sure there's plenty of like beneficial, reasons for using coconut oil. But I wasn't like part of that fad when everyone was like stoked about olive oil or coconut oil. I wasn't really about it. So whatever. Now we got our oil in the pan. We let the pan bring the oil up to heat, and once that's like at heat, we're gonna add our sweet potatoes. And the only way you can really tell if your pan's at heat is if you like take something and throw it in there. If it starts to sizzle, you're good. But my potato's not really sizzling yet, so I'm gonna wait just a second until it gets nice and hot. Because once it's nice and hot, you're gonna get a nice fry on the sweet potatoes, which is what you want. You want a really nice fry on your sweet potato. You want a nice crispy skin, because when you have a nice crispy skin, man, you're happy. Especially in the morning. Crispy sweet potato skin in the morning. I'm just thinking about waking up tomorrow and having this meal. It's one of my favorites. You're all so very lucky to be here. So thank you for being here. Okay, looks like my pan's hot enough because the one potato that I put in there is now frying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the rest of my potatoes right on in the pan. Alright. You can kind of see from where the camera is that my potatoes are in the pan. That's about it. But what you're looking for is for your potatoes to kind of be, I'm going to add just a little bit more coconut oil. It doesn't look like there's enough grease in the pan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of try and spread the grease around in the pan to go to where my potatoes are. Right? And you saw where my potatoes were up here in the front. Because all my heat is coming to the front of my pan. More or less, it's always going up and out, right? Out the other direction. I don't know why, that's just the way it is. Right? So all the heat goes to the end of the pan. We want all our potatoes to go there. So we get a nice fry. Now let's turn our pan down so it's not like raging hot. We just wanted a good sear for a couple seconds. Now we're going to bring it down, because this pan holds heat. It will hold heat for plenty long enough. So once you just like let the one side kind of fry, we're going to get the rest of our ingredients kind of ready. Right? Remember, our beans are going to go next. Oh, any dirty dishes that you have, remember, clean up while you're cooking. You're going to save yourself a lot of time. And you're not going to be like, oh, what's up with that pile of dishes in the sink? I don't want to get to that. So, the least you can do is rinse out a bowl and then clean it later or whatever. It's going to save yourself that much more time, though, right? Here, I'm going to get some production stuff out of the way. There we go. I could have just caught on fire that whole time, guys, but you know what? We didn't. Alright, so it looks like my pan's starting to smoke a little bit, which means it's probably pretty hot. So, I'm going to move my potatoes around in the pan, because my potatoes will inherently cool the pan down. It's not going to like instantly cool the whole pan down, but it'll do a better job than, just letting them sit in one place. Okay, so I'm going to turn the pan down just a little bit more. Okay, now that my potatoes have kind of fried up a little bit, I've moved them around the pan. They're hot. They're getting a good skin on them. Right? We can just let them sit. Just let them sit in one spot. We cooled the pan down, so now we're not worried about them burning. Right? At least I'm not worried about them burning. I'm watching them. We're sitting here watching them. I just added my beans to the pan, right? So I'm going to go through them and I kind of smash up the beans. Smash them up. That way they're a little bit creamier. Easier to kind of spread in your taco if that's what you want to do. I am insistent on the taco idea because breakfast tacos in the morning are just they're breakfast tacos. They're just the best. That's all I have to say. That's all I can say. I can't say much about it. Alright, we're smashing up our beans. They're looking nice and warm, nice and happy. Right? Okay, we're gonna let those sit in the pan. Right next to our sweet potatoes, right? So you see what I did here? I got here, let's get this up. I got my sweet potatoes here and I got my beans here, right? Now they're kind of just sitting off to the edge of the pan. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take some more coconut oil, and in that top hot part, where it's nice and hot up at the top of the pan, right? I'm gonna put an egg in there. Put a little bit more oil down just so my egg doesn't stick to the pan. I mean, it shouldn't. It's seasoned. My girlfriend hasn't messed it up. Right? We're gonna take that egg, that sweet, delicious backyard egg. You can crack it in the pan. You can crack it on the edge. I don't know. Just crack it on a flat surface, because when you crack it on a flat surface, it tends to not break the eggshell into tiny little bits. Right? So boom, crack it, set it. Okay, cool. Didn't break our yolk. Looks like it's got enough grease. Let's now bring the egg over the flame directly. Right? So that way all the heat is now focused just on the egg. Take a little bit of salt. Sprinkle it over the top. Now when you're adding your salt, remember to go up high above the food and to take your pitch. Now rub your 2 or 3 fingers together, right? Just add a little bit of salt. And that'll give you a better technique and spread out instead of being really close to the food and trying to sprinkle over. You want to be up and far away, just like a big rain cloud just coming to sprinkle your sunflowers. You know what I mean? You don't want to ruin those sunflowers. You want to have nice and sprinkled. And then we're going to do some ground, fresh, cracked peppers. Right? And I'm seasoning my potatoes at the same time as I'm seasoning my egg, as it is the best time to season. Right? Our egg's almost there. Once you start to see all the edges of the egg kind of crisping up a little bit, then you know that you're about ready for the flip. Okay, I've got my spatula and I am ready for the flip, but my egg's not ready. So, I'm going to wait just a second. Take a little bit of the garbage I have, put it in a bain-marie. Keep all this stuff ready for the chickens later. We'll give them to the chickens. They love their own chicken eggs. Don't ask me why. It's probably something to do with the calcium that they lack in their diets. I don't know. But yeah, remember, just kind of clean up after yourself, right? Salt, pepper. Oh, remember, your sriracha's coming up next, so get that ready wherever you can. And I say sriracha, I really just mean like any hot pepper sauce that you enjoy. I really enjoy sriracha because I hate ketchup. And I hate ketchup because I love tomatoes. And I think what the human beings have done to tomatoes in this day and age is just atrocious. So I really like sriracha because it's a fermented pepper paste. And I love fermented peppers. I love fermented food. I love peppers. The two together are just great. So we just flipped our egg. So now, what I'm going to do because we had all three of our subjects in different places, now we're going to bring everybody together into the middle, right? And this is where our cheese melting process is going to come in. Everybody loves cheese. Don't act like you don't love cheese. If you don't love cheese, whatever. I'm not gonna judge you. So now we take our cheese and we put it over our beans and our sweet potatoes, and then on the egg. And now what I'm gonna do is, because I didn't move everything to the middle yet, I haven't moved the egg here. I'm just gonna put the egg on top of the whole pile. I'm gonna push that down just a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cover and I'm going to put that right over that whole pile, right? And what that's going to do is that's going to lock in the steam. So it's going to melt your cheese a lot faster, so you don't have to like burn the food that's trying to have the cheese melted on it, right? Because the pan's still going to be hot underneath. You just got to trap in that heat in this little cover so that the cheese melts all over everything. And by the time the cheese melts all over everything, everything should be up to temperature. It should all be hot. It should all be good to go. So because of that, we're going to keep the light, we're going to keep our pan on, but we're going to move the pan. The pan's gone, right? We're going to keep the burner on though, and we're going to take some of our tortillas, right? We're just going to throw it down on the burner for a couple seconds to get this out of the way, right? Throw that down. And I am literally just flipping it with my hand. You can get a pair of tongs and do this, but as long as you're quick with it, you know, you should be fine. There should be no worries. We're going to go get a plate. And we got ourselves a plate. It's nice and white. Okay, so we got one tortilla. Get this one a little bit ready. Looks like our cheese and everything is melting, which is good. It means we don't have to put any extra heat on it. It means our pan is plenty hot. Okay, our tortillas are ready. Now we're going to uncover. We're going to uncover our cheesy, deliciously goodness. Look at that, the cheese is just hung onto the thing. Oh, yeah. Cheesing. Okay. So now that we've got all of our ingredients combined together, covered in cheese, we're going to put, you know, a plate together, right? So because I like to get a little roughage in my life in the morning, I'm going to put a little bit of kale down. We had this kale growing in the garden. It was just, some people would call it free range. I'd say volunteer kale, right? So take up some of this kale, give it a nice pull, right? Boom, you got some kale on the plate. Now it looks like you're doing something fancy and good for you. It looks like it, but when you taste this, oh man, it's gonna be, you're gonna think you're cheating. You're gonna be like, no, this is good for me. I mean, it's only good for you if you eat it 3 or 4 times a week. If you eat it every day, 24/7, you're gonna have a hard time. Okay. Right. Egg on top. We got our sweet potatoes in there. Oh yeah. Right. Now, don't clean that pan. Just let it sit for a little bit. Let it get a crust. Let it get weird. Let that pan do some stuff. Right? Boom. That's pretty much it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go the rancheros part on it. We're just going to throw some sriracha in there. Because I love sriracha. Like I said, it's better than ketchup. It's a fermented chili paste, you know? So that's our food, right? Oh, we got some sticky cheese over there. We got our egg on the top. We got our sweet potatoes intermixed with our beans, and there's cheese. And then we have this kale, right? Makes it look tasty. Here, let's throw this together. little bit of our egg in there. Some beans. And the sweet potatoes. There they are. Yeah, sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. This is honestly one of my favorite breakfasts. All right, cheers, guys. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Mm. Something about the richness of the beans and that delicious egg. Really, get your morning going. And the sweet and savory with the sweet potato and the egg, and the savory egg with the cheese. When you get that spicy in there, it's just a well-balanced meal. And it's breakfast. It's when you're breaking the fast. Mm. All right. Well, now we're done with that. I want to say thank you for being here and watching this. I don't usually get online and show people how I cook. So thank you for being here for one of the first, and maybe hopefully many to come. I want to thank everybody for getting me here. Create Northwest, my good buddy Nick Hefty, who has helped me, I don't know, since way back when I first graduated high school. We used to play together. Playing, we spun point. And if many of you know Nick Hefty, you know he's a very good voice spinner. So thank you, Nick, and thank you everybody that's involved in organizing this. Thank you all, and remember to support local artists and to keep on keeping on. Stay healthy out there, you guys, and be safe.